Hi, everybody. Spatula. Don't ask. Okay, so I had this idea a couple weeks ago. I'm laying in bed and I thought, what if I were to write down all of the names of my Facebook friends on a piece of paper and then put their names in a tin like this, and then pull their names and then talk about that person for 15 seconds or less. Sounds like a good idea, right? Okay, so last week I started recording that video. Wrote everybody's name down, put everybody's name in this tin, and started drawing names. Well, I get to the second name, and I ended up talking about that person for like 3 minutes because I have years and years of history with this person. We have so many shared memories. And then 3 minutes in, I'm looking at the time on the phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been talking for 3 minutes. When you have history with someone, years and years, it's hard to condense all of that history into 15 seconds. So I bagged the idea. Well, then I go on Facebook a few days ago and I see all the comments that people made about this idea. And they're like, Sean, you should do this. It sounds like fun. I think it's a great idea. So I thought I would give it a go a second time. Okay, so here we go. Here's the rules real quick. I divided all of my Facebook friends into 3 groups. 3, okay? Group number 1 are all of my Westminster College friends. That's group number 1. Group number 2, all of my Wendover friends. Everybody that I've worked with and or met in Wendover since I've been living here for 13 years. That's the second group. The third group of friends are family or family friends, or actors that I cast in movies that I was working on, or just other people, random people that I've met over the years. So those are the 3 groups. I'm going to pull someone's name from this little tin one at a time, and I'm going to try to talk about that person for 15 seconds or less. Whatever pops into my head, and God only knows what's going to come out of my mouth. I'm actually a little nervous about this. I think I have, oh yeah. Did you see that this has been sitting there the whole time? I have a little bottle of Jim Beam to sip on if I need to, because believe me, there's some names in that make me a little nervous to talk about. Anyway, I hope this is going to be fun. So stick around. Okay. Hi. I'm sucking on a lemon candy because my throat got dry. I don't know why this is making me so nervous. This should be fun. So I decided to start with family and family friends first because I have the least amount of those names. Here we go. So I have everybody's name in this little tin, and I'm going to draw a name. I'm not going to look. It's going to be totally random. I'm going to look away. I'm going to pull a name, and I'm going to talk about you. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Clear my head. First name is Angel Amarine. Angel, you were married to my brother. You have 3 kids. I have 2 nieces and a nephew because of you and my brother, which is awesome. You're blonde, you're blue-eyed, you're totally in shape, you're getting your life together after the chaos of being married to my brother. I'm so sorry for that. I adore you. We don't get to talk or see each other that much. I love you. Next name. Oh, Tammy Oswell and Tony. Hi guys, Tammy and Tony Oswell. Oh, I've got pictures first. Here's Tony. Here's Tammy and Tony. Can kind of see it. You guys are childhood friends. When I would visit Dad in the summertime, we would hang out. We went tubing down the Namnokagon River in Wisconsin. Tammy, to this day, If I see, hear, or read anything about Nibs candy, I think of you. I remember playing the game Payday. Remember Payday? And eating Nibs and listening to music, songs that I recorded off of the radio we would play the music on my tape recorder. Those are the memories. Okay, next. Name. Marilyn, Ronnie, and Mike Marciniak. Auntie Sandy. We call Marilyn Auntie Sandy. Mike and Ronnie, you're my cousins. Lots and lots of history with family at Grandma and Grandpa's cabin, swimming in the lake. I think you, Ronnie, and Mikey spent the night at my house when I was like 4, 5, 6 years old. We would just play together. Sesame Street comes to mind. I don't know why. Auntie Sandy. I just saw Auntie Sandy and you, Mikey, in June when Mom and I went up to Minnesota. It's good to see you guys. Next, name. Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson. I cast you in pretty much every single movie that I worked on. I cast you as an extra. You were always on time. You were fun to work with, but you've got this stoic face. And you're really hard to read. Sometimes I would be talking to you and I'd be like, how you feeling, Grant? Because you have this stoic face. You're awesome. I know you're living in Oregon now. Thank you for all your hard work. I appreciate you. Okay, next name. Jill Groves. Okay, Jill Groves, here's the story. Apparently you and I went to high school together at Worcester High School in Reno. Now, I really don't remember you, but it's not because of you. It's not because you're not a memorable person. It's because my high school years were pretty traumatic. And I blocked a lot of my high school years out of my head. I know that you messaged me on Facebook and you said something like, I don't know if you remember me, but you used to hang out at my locker our junior year in high school. And honestly, I don't remember that. I'm so sorry. But Jill, I'm glad that we're friends on Facebook. You are the only friend from high school that I am friends with on Facebook. Are you still living in Reno? Okay. Next name. Roxanne Rowe and Miriam. All right, you guys. You are some more actors that I cast in every single movie that I worked on, especially the Disney Channel movies. Roxanne, you and your kids, and Sammy. Awesome. Sammy. Oh my gosh, Sammy. I helped get Sammy a speaking part on High School Musical. It was awesome. Kenny Ortega, the director, approached me and said, Sean, I need 3 actors. I need a nerd, I need a jock, and I need I can't remember the other thing. And I recommended Sammy to the audition, and Sammy got the part. Roxanne, I adore you and your family. I miss you guys. I think about you a lot. I'm glad we're friends on Facebook. Keep in touch. Okay, next name. Terry Westland. Oh my God. Terry Westland is my stepfather. He's been in my life since I was 8 years old. Terry is the Energizer Bunny. He's 78 years old, but he runs on Energizer batteries. This man has more energy than anybody else I know. He goes all day long. I don't know where you get the energy, Terry, but I hope when I'm 78 years old that I have the energy that you do. Too much history to go into, but there's the Terry thing. Okay, next name. It is Oriana Tucker. Ori. You are my niece, my oldest niece. When I think of Ori, I think of when you and I were driving in my truck. You're 5 years old. You've got these massive sunglasses on that are way too big for your face. And you're sitting there all cute. And we're jamming to Britney Spears. You were a huge Britney Spears fan to this day. If I hear Britney Spears on the radio, I think of Ori, my niece. I love you. Next name. Melody Chapman and David. Hi, guys. I represented you as actors when I owned and operated the Riveted Talent Agency. I can't remember if the two of you came in together when we first met, or if I met each one of you individually. I don't remember that. But when we did the Brighton Beach Memoirs films, each of you were cast in those movies, because we did 3 sets of movies. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad that we've reconnected. I adore both of you. Melody, tell David I said hi. Keep in touch. Okay. Next name. Sandra Westland. Sandy Westland? Who's Sandy Westland? Oh, that's my mom. Hi, Mom. As if I can condense my entire life story with you in 15 seconds or less. So I thought about this. One of my favorite mom memories. I'm 15. I'm in high school. I'm running late to school one morning. You're in the kitchen. You're making your famous banana French toast. I run into the kitchen. I start eat my food as fast as I can. And I say, hey, Ma, just to let you know, I'm going to be hanging out with Susan after school because her and I are going to do a project together. So I don't know when I'll be home. And you were at the stove cooking when we were having this discussion, and you had the spatula in your hand, and you did this. You turn around and you go, who's Susan? I said, Mom, she's just a friend from school. We got a project. I'll be home a little bit late. And you're like, if you get a girl pregnant, I will cut off your balls with a pair of dull scissors. Mom, it worked. I never had kids. That I know of. There might be a little Shawnito running around out there somewhere. Who knows? I think that if there were, though, I would have heard about it by now. Okay, next memory. Sean Putnam Greer. Oh my God. Okay, Sean. I know you want me to tell the story, but I'm going to do it my way because it's my video. So here I am. I'm working at Pizza Hut. I delivered a pizza to Sean. We ended up hanging out and being friends. Okay, next story. It's good that we reconnected after all these years, Sean. So, there's only 5 names left in my tin. Are we ready? Here we go. Jason Jensen. Jason, you came into the McCarty Talent Agency, I don't know, in the early 2000s looking for representation as an actor. And we decided to take you on and represent you. And then you and I began a years-long friendship of working on movies together. We did a movie with Jamie Baris and the Baris family called The Adventures of Y. And you played Thug C in the movie. And there was this scene that we shot in the living room of my house in Stansbury Park. And we had to do take after take after take because you kept making me laugh with your reaction to the scene. Cut! Everybody was getting mad at me because you were making me laugh. Oh, Jason, so many memories. I don't know how to end these things. After I'm done talking, I don't know what to say. Next. Gordon Mailing. Gordon Mailing? My dad? My dad has a Facebook account? Oh, that's right. It's my brother, Josh. You changed your name to Gordon, our dad's name. I still don't know why you did that. Oh, here's a picture. I have a picture. Me and Josh. Josh, favorite memory. Oh my God. You and I were young. We got into a huge fight. You talk about this story all the time. And I was chasing you around the house with a baseball bat or something like that. And I finally got a hold of you and I pinned you down and I'm screaming in your face, you will respect me. That is a really powerful memory. I mean, you're my brother. How can I possibly condense our years of history into 15 seconds? You were riding on a motorcycle with all your buddies one day when you were like 11 and you fell off or crashed the motorcycle and you came home with a chipped tooth and you had this lisp. Oh, Dad's gonna be really upset because I chipped my tooth, man. He's gonna be really upset. Love you, brother. Okay, next name. Kayla Joe. Kayla Joe and Alec. Kayla, you are my cousin. You are my mom's sister's kid. My Auntie Suzanne, Auntie Sue, who is only a year and a half older than me. I know. Having an aunt who's only a year and a half older? Favorite Kayla memory. Okay. I'm in Minnesota visiting family in the summertime. This is in the 1990s. You were maybe 7, 8 years old. You, your mom, your dad, and I are sitting around the kitchen table talking till the late at night. It got to be pretty late. Suzanne looks up at the clock and says, Kayla, it's time to go to bed. So she sends you up to bed, right? About a half hour goes by. Out of my peripheral vision, the staircase that leads up to the bedrooms, I can see movement on the staircase. And you are sneaking down the stairs. And I look over and I see you, and you have this shit grin on your face. And Suzanne sees me looking at you, so she looks to see what I'm looking at. And Suzanne sees you and says, what are you doing out of bed? And Kayla, you go, I think I saw a ghost. And Suzanne says, well, what are you doing with your eyes open? What are you doing with your eye? Classic Suzanne. Kayla, I adore you. Good luck with Emphatic, your clothing store in Duluth, Minnesota. Anybody, if you're in Duluth, Minnesota, go to the Emphatic clothing store. Cousin Kayla owns it and operates it. It's awesome. Go. I wish when Mom and I were in Minnesota just in June, I wish I had time. I would have wanted to come and see you and see your store. Okay, next name. Next name is Candy and Bob Ammett. Oh, Candy. You and Bob, especially Bob. It's another one of those actors. I cast Bob, just like with Grant Anderson. I cast Bob in pretty much every single movie that I worked on. Bob and you, Candy, hours and hours and hours that we spent on set. Favorite moment on set was when Bob got cast as a featured extra in High School Musical. It was High School Musical as a science teacher, and you can see him on camera. I mean, Bob has been in so many movies, you don't see a lot of him, but in High School Musical, you can actually see Bob. He's like a teacher, and there's some kind of contest going on. And anyway, that was fun hanging out with you guys. You made it fun. Being on a movie set is a long ass day, but being around people like you guys made it fun. So thank you for that. Okay. Oh, there's only one name left. Oh, and by the way, Kayla. Back to Kayla real quick. Sorry. Candy, Bob, love you guys. Kayla. Isn't that cute? We're so cute. Okay, this is the last name. Boy, that kind of went quick, huh? Steven Knudsen? Steven Knudsen. Oh, Stefan Knudsen. You guys might know him as Numbnuts. Stefan, when and if I write my autobiography, I'm going to dedicate an entire sentence just for you. Yes, just a sentence. Not a whole chapter. No, one sentence. Memory. Okay, this is the first memory that pops into my head. You and I drove to St. Louis to visit Mom. We're hanging out at the Gateway Arch in downtown St. Louis, taking all kinds of pictures with that digital camera. After we were done, we went to the Walgreens to go through all the pictures and select the ones that we wanted to keep. Oh, actually... And this is one of those pictures. It's a picture of me. This is a picture that you took, Stefan, of me. I'm standing right at the base of the arch, of the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Anyway, When we were done, so here we are at Walgreens, and we're going through the pictures on that kiosk. And you and I started having a fight because either the kiosk malfunctioned and I'm trying to push pictures and it wasn't letting me, because you know how much I hate technology. And you were getting frustrated with me and I was getting frustrated with the machine. All I wanted to do was pick pictures, print them, and get back home to Mom. But no, it wouldn't happen that way. So you and I ended up having a huge fight right in the middle of Walgreens in front of God and everybody. And I ended up making you cry because you were so frustrated. So then we get back to Mom's, and Mom's in the kitchen. She's like, "Hey, so how'd it go?" And Stefan, you said some kind of offhand remark. And I said, "Ma, it sucked." Stefan and I ended up fighting. I ended up making him cry. And my mother goes, "Sean, Eric, what did you do?" I'm like, "What did I do? Why are you taking his side?" "What did you do?" "Oh, Stefan, it's too much history to go into." Okay, that concludes, because that's all the names. That concludes the first part. So the next video, I will be talking about all of my Westminster College friends. So you'll have to stick around for that. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Hope you had fun.